Welcome back, friends. I'm so happy to be with you all again. I would like to continue with the same table banking discussion which I had discussed few days back because I had done a lot of research on it and I realized it's a very important topic to be discussed and brainstormed and also to be streamlined, regularized, and then structured by the government and what and what. But in my view, table banking itself is a easy access to credit platform. But there is a difference between table banking and the banking, actual banking, regularized and regulated by the central bank or the reserve banks of the country. Table banking is mainly on the trust, while the regulations for a normal banking is mainly on the documentations. Facts works there, trust works here. So now the only issue what we are looking at is transparency. Transparency, second thing is relationship. Now, question is, if you are now looking at a friend of yours who is struggling too much in his business or her business, or let's say they couldn't even pay for the salaries, staffs, what, due to some issues they have fell down this month, but they are going to be building back the financial situation well next month. So we know very well there is an issue temporarily that is stressing that friend of ours. So what should we do? We can't deliberately go and ask, do you need something? Because we don't know whether the recipient is in a position to repay or the recipient is going to accept it as a loan or the recipient is going to accept it as a gift or a support. So this is an issue with the relationship. So we cannot go to our own friend and then say like we will be able to assist you. But we still feel like we should be able to assist because we know our financial situation. Where we know for sure that friend is not in a position to go to a bank to get it officially and because he couldn't prove his capacity through the documentations and things for him to get an immediate loan. So that is where table banking comes in. Now, when we speak about table banking is a great idea which doesn't have to stay with the women self-help group alone because women self-help groups are really benefiting out of it because women self-help groups take it up like even people are paying for the children's school fees, household expenses and things. So table banking is a very serious helping hand. If there are 20 members in that group means 20 of them should get it. The benefit of the contributions should go to all the 20 of them, which means each and every of them has to be given an opportunity to borrow. So, which means all the 20 gets an opportunity to borrow and repay, then that cycle finishes and then goes to the next. So, that's the table banking concept. Now, let us look at it in another direction of how can we use the table banking for friends. Imagine if these friends who would want to now invest in a business and there is one friend among them or few friends among them says like, yeah, we just need the investment but we will be able to work for you. At the same time the other friends are working somewhere or their core business is something else. Let's think about it in that direction. For sure this table banking is going to assist them in getting their dreams come true. Means all the friends will be in a position to invest while these few of them will be able to run a business and invest in that business and then get a return on that investment and to now report it to the other friends who have invested to distribute it as a dividend. So now the transparency comes only from a structured, well planned, well developed, well designed platform, a software platform. So now, looking at it, if this table banking is now well structured and well developed through a well designed software platform, imagine this is going to benefit more than the women self help groups. So it's going to boost the economy not only at the women groups level, also at the entrepreneurs level, businessmen's level. Now that is the same thing what we are speaking about SACCOs. Now, SACCOs are different because the management of a SACCO, the regulatory norms for a SACCO, all these things are too high in compared to the investments and then the business what they are expected to invest on. So they need a very simple structure, simple platform which wouldn't waste a lot of their time, and they should be able to access all the details transparently through a mobile app and the devices whatever they have it in their hand. So that is possible only through a software platform. So now if this is structured through a platform, for sure it's going to assist a lot of groups, lot of investments, lot of businesses, mainly medium and small enterprises. Now, looking at the evolution of the table banking, it also is something interesting for me to be discussing in this forum. Table banking was introduced by the Grameen Bank from Bangladesh as the first place where the table banking started. Then from there, the table banking has been taken to various other countries, even Malaysia, for example. Then, for example, Tanzania, Kenya, in even East African region, it has become a very famous way of access to credit. So, table banking is something that has been growing from 1997. Then it now got its reputation from 2009. Then from 2009, like Bangladesh, the government themselves they have made it as an official way of now allowing the small groups to get loans from the banks without any capacity proving. They don't have to now go with collaterals or it's like a unsecured loan. Yeah, so they allowed these groups to go for unsecured loans. So that is from the government's aspect, and it has really boosted 17% of their economy to grow in the medium and small enterprises sector. So the same thing has been researched in Kenya from 2009 to date. It's almost 22 percentage of economical growth in the medium and small enterprises sector in Kenya, which is a very significant figure. And if you look at it in a way that if it is now taken through the other groups, not only the women self-help groups, imagine the growth of the economy could be. So there is a lot of potential in this table banking. So if you look at this table banking, it is a great thing. So which means there should be freedom for people to form a group, but for sure the SACO concept has to be mixed a bit into this table banking platform so that it can be regularized. It can be well structured. If we find a way of mixing the table banking concept with the SACO concept, I'm seeing there is a lot of potential in it because the fund is not going to stay with them. Because, of course, this fund has to be staying in a trustee account, and this trustee account should be an account of that group. A minimum number of 4 or 5 members who now becomes the board of that group who approves the bank transactions. So this is regularized. People cannot form SACCOs for every 10 or 15 friends, but they themselves they can make it as a disciplined way of now accessing funds within their friends. I just felt we have to brainstorm more. We will see how to bring in all these aspects together, and there should be a regulatory under which it has to come for sure one day. But now the issue is how to bring in a culture of saving and also lending and assisting each other to boost the economy within their community, outside their community, within their friends group, outside their friends group, within their staff list, whatever it is. So it is a topic that we still have to discuss further because uh, table banking should not stay within just women self-help groups. That's my thought, and I'm seeing it's going to assist a lot of people because it's going to bring in a lot of business because people, some of them they have less investments, some of them they have investments that cannot go into a business because they don't know how trustworthy their friends are. Some of them they don't have even investment but they have business concept and then business experience. They have experience in that domain. So now imagine this platform, what we are discussing about, if it can bring together these people, these friends of same attitude, thought, focus, goals, interest, passion together, and then if they are now working together, it's going to boost the economy of the country a lot. And I'm seeing in Kenya it's going far. So, practice. First, the group has to practice whether they can be a sustainable group, first of all. Are they together for doing business? Have they succeeded? It's like a test platform where now the groups can come together to confirm whether they can achieve what they expected to achieve, and then going under Sasra or Cusco, like Coop Bank. Once they reach a stage where their investments grew a lot and they need regulatory authorities to now monitor and to control them, they for sure has to go under a regulatory authority and to abide all the compliances. Fine, friends. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Let's still think more about it and brainstorm. Please comment for on my YouTube channel and then also on my email for us to discuss further. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.